Okay, good day, ladies and gentlemen. So today we are going to start talking about adding and multiplying binary numbers. Okay, so a little bit of binary addition. So you can imagine that we've taken our media and we've translated it into zeros and ones into the computer, and now we need to come up with some kind of way to start manipulating it and moving it around in memory, etc. So this is why we need to understand how we add and multiply and divide binary numbers. Okay, so in binary addition, there are basically four rules, and they look like this. Okay, if I have a 0 plus 0, well, obviously that equals 0. Okay, 0 plus 1 equals 1. 1 plus 0 equals 1, and 1 plus 1, well, that equals, we're going to put 0 into the first column, and then we have carry 1. Okay, now that carry 1 is exactly the same as if I did 9 plus 1 in decimal. 9 plus 1 in decimal is 0, carry the 1. Okay, so that's all I've done here with this carry the 1. Now, those four rules seem ridiculously simple, and then all you've got to do is be able to apply those four rules. So if I have a binary number that looks like this, 1 0 plus 0 1. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, as normal, start on the left-hand side. Start on the right-hand side of my sum. 0 plus 1 is 1. 1 plus 0 is 1. So the answer is 1 1. And also, if you think about it, 1 0 in decimal is 2. 1 on its own in decimal is 1. 1 plus 2 is 3. And in binary, that would be 1 1. Okay, so you can see that these things all work together, but what we just need to understand what's going on when the computer adds these two numbers together. So a slightly more difficult example, 1 1 plus 0 1. Okay, so here 1 plus 1, I'm going to be using this rule here. So 1 plus 1 is 0, carry the 1. 1 plus 1 is 0, carry the 1. And so the answer is 1 0 0. And we can convert that to decimal to check it. 1 1 is 3 in decimal. 1 is obviously 1. 3 plus 1 is 4. That's 4 in binary. Okay, so you can see that all we're doing is taking these four rules here, starting on the right hand side, and then just following each rule in turn. Okay, and then you'll get the right answer. Okay, good. So the next thing we're going to talk about is how do we multiply and divide in binary. Well, we're going to cheat a little bit, is the answer. Because first of all, we're only going to multiply and divide by powers of 2. Okay, all you have to be able to do is to multiply and divide by powers of 2. So 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32. That's the number you'll be multiplying or dividing by. And it's actually quite straightforward. Let me just go back to decimal. If I have a number 33 times 10, well, anything times 10, you move the whole number to the left and you put a 0 on the naught on the end. Okay, if I have 4.5 times 10, I'm going to move the whole number one place to the left, so it becomes 45. Because that works because we're multiplying by powers of 10, and in our normal decimal system, each column is a power of 10. So we can do exactly the same thing with binary, where we have our columns are 1, 2, 4, 8, and 16, etc. So if I have a number that looks like this, if I have this as a binary number, and I want to multiply it by 2, okay, I say, how many zeros are there? Well, there's 1. So now I'm going to just move everything over by 1 column. And we can check that by using decimal. So 1, 1 is 3. 1, 0 is 2. 3 times 2 is 6. And 6 in binary is that. Okay, so the numbers you're going to be multiplying by are always going to be either 1, these are binary numbers, like that, okay? And all you're going to do is move the number you're multiplying by the number of zeros that you can see. Okay, so I'll give you another example. If we have 16, 8, 4, 2, 1, 1, 1, 0, okay? And now I'm going to multiply that by 1, 0, 0. Well, I'm multiplying by 1, 0, 0. There are 2 zeros. So I'm going to end up with 0, 0, 0, 1, 1. Okay? 4 plus 2 is 6. 4, 0, 0 is... Sorry, 1, 0, 0 is 4. So 6 times 4 is 24. And 16, one lot of 16, one lot of 8, 0, 0, 0, that's 24 there. Okay? So, however many zeros we are, that's how many we are going to left shift our number. Okay? Right. We can do the same thing in reverse for dividing. And again, you're only ever going to divide by 1, 10, 100, etc. Okay, so if I take a number that looks like this, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, and then I want to divide that by 10, well, all I'm going to do is right shift this time the number, so then this 0 is going to drop off and I'm left with 1, 0, 0, 1, 1. Okay? Now, what people will ask is, what happens if we lose a 1 when we are right shifting? So let's say, for instance, I have a number that looks like this, 1, 1, 1, 1, and I divide that by 10. Well, what I'm going to end up with is 1, 1, 1, and we just ignore the decimal places. Okay? At this level, all we're going to do is if you do get a number that looks like that and you drop off a decimal place, just ignore it. Good. Okay, so just to recap, we've talked about the 4 rules of addition. Okay, you start on the right and then you just work your way through the 4 rules of addition. Then we talked about multiplying by powers of 2 when you left shift the number by the number of zeros. And then we talked about dividing by powers of 2 when you right shift by the number of zeros. Okay, I hope that's pretty clear, and we will come on and do some practice later on. Other than that, take care. See you all soon.